Hello everyone. Today we're going to look at converting our code into a function. So right now everything in our code here will just run line by line between lines 3 and 15. All of it runs. None of it is encapsulated in any way. So what functions do is we can say run this code at this specific time, run this code at this specific time. It allows us to direct program flow very well. What we have on the screen here is from my previous video where we did a try and except block and an elif statement to do a little guessing game with the user. So we're just going to convert this into a function by changing the code around a little bit, and you'll see the values functions as our program grows. So in order to do that, all we need to do is a couple of things. The first thing is we want to define a function. We're going to call our function compareGuess, and it's going to take in a parameter of value. Now we're going to put all of this code inside the function, and to do that, all we need to do is tab it over. So I selected all my code, we tabbed it over. Now all of this code is inside of a function. So this code, compareGuess, will run when we call the compareGuess function. And we also need to send in this value. Now, rather than hard coding this 5, we can create this game to look at this method, this game, this compareGuess game can now change based on the value that's sent in by the function. And what do I mean by sent in? Well, down here where we run our program, we're just going to put in the value 5 for now. Later on, we'll show you how you can change this to be whatever you want it to be. But for now, we're just going to look at compareGuess, and we're going to put in the value 5. Later, we'll do a random number. Here, now this bit of code between 3 and 16 only runs because we call the function here. The function call, compareGuess, which is just the name. And here we're sending in information. We're sending in a variable, or we're sending in a hard-coded value, but usually you'd send in a variable, and that variable is going to take the place of value here, so that this parameter becomes this argument. And that's how we can write the code and allow us to run this function multiple times. If, say, I wanted to run the game twice, we could run it twice here. So first time the person plays the game, the correct answer is 5. Then we could run it again. The correct answer would be 6, so on and so forth. So you can see how we're setting ourselves up to run the game multiple times, maybe changing the answer or keeping the answer the same and letting the user keep guessing closer and closer to the answer. So if we run our code, all the code would run the same way as the previous example. So guess is too low. 6 would be too high. If we put in a number that's not correct, we get our error here, which is B is not valid. If I did 11 here, guess must be between 1 and 10, so we get that raised value error. So yeah, that's a quick way to build a function. You can see how this code, we'll see how in the next video how this function becomes very useful, because we can keep rerunning the function. So we'll check that out in the next video. And thanks for watching this one, and I'll see you there. I'll see you later. Take care. Bye.